welcome. Thank you for being here, and I'm very excited to say g'day to the Great Bapstby.
Hello, everyone.
How you been?
I'm good. I was feeling sort of crappy, but I pulled it together because I just couldn't wait. I'm so anxious to talk to you.
I've been anxious all day, so I'm glad it's here
Mhm.
now. And
Me
you know,
too.
Lorne is going to fix whatever is wrong. He always does in a weird
My
way.
my precious tulip incarnation. Holy shit. I want to be carnation if that's possible.
Carnation is all yours, all yours. Well, I'm
You can
happy
be
to be the
tulip and I'll be
tulip to your,
carnation.
the tulip to your carnation.
Tulip. Hey, Egbert.
So
Oh.
yeah, so we're gonna do some more Casey calls tonight because they're just too much fun. I can't quit them.
Oh, they're
Um,
fantastic.
we'll talk. We're talking about just before we went on the new one. I know you haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, but
Mm-mm.
it's just floored me some of the admissions he quite proudly made in that one. So won't spoil it for anyone that hasn't listened yet, but you're gonna you're gonna love and hate it at
It
the same
sounds
time.
like yeah, it sounds like I'm gonna be pretty pissed off, so
Yeah, I think you will. I was certainly pissed off. But yeah, but fortunately the couple we're going to listen to tonight they're pretty funny. So it should be pretty good. So thank you to Winnie's boyfriend slash husband for tonight's stream art. Um, get catfish
That's
10
right.
times. The 11's through.
Get the 11th free.
So good news, Lorne. Next one is on the house.
I love how the Lorne heads too. I always love that when
Yeah.
just disembodied Lorne heads always make me laugh for some reason.
they're so good, and like, because each one is, a different feel. He's got his little smirk with his Boston hat on. You got young Lorne.
Poor young Lorne, like he would never even he would never even see this coming.
Exactly. Imagine if you go back to young Lorne and go, the life you're
Oh,
about to have.
it's gonna be pretty bad,
It's
dude. I mean,
gonna-
he's so stupid. He wouldn't change anything. There is no you couldn't go get a time machine and go back in the past and try to warn young Lorne. He's just the type he'll just you're fucking full of shit and just continue on his way. I'm going out to the bar and I'm seeing my girlfriend Paula.
that's exactly right. Like you could have future Lorne come back, to his house, as he's getting out of the shower, ready to go and meet Kayla, and be like, Lorne, I am you from the future. You cannot go. This is, Kayla is a decoy. You are going to go there. You're going to be arrested. You're going to be on national TV. It's going to ruin your life. You can't go. He'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? And just like push him out of the way. Like, I'm coming,
Okay,
Kayla.
bullshit. You're not me from the future. You look like 60.
you, you look like fucking shit.
You look like fucking shit. Oh, I don't know who he would blame at that time. There wasn't Xavier or Emma. I mean,
No.
I don't know. I
Because
guess maybe his brothers.
I was about to say he'd be going, you just work for fucking Xavier, but like, no, Xavier wasn't in the picture yet. So you're right. It would
There's
probably
no
be like,
Xavier yet.
which is the brother he hates the most? Is it Paul? It'd be
Um, Paul or Richard.
yeah, be like,
I think he
oh,
hates Richard the most.
you're one of
Fucking
Richard's
Richard.
mates, fucking with me.
Yeah, you fucking cocksucker. Future Lorne. You know what? I saw Sloth Cat in the chat. Could you make my dream come true? Future
Oh,
Lorne.
that would be absolutely amazing. You know,
Trying to warn past Lorne.
It would be-
Jesus Christ.
I know, if anyone can do it, it's Sloth Cat.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Um,
he hates Ralph. Ralph and Lori. That's right. I
that's
forgot
right.
about Ralph.
Well, and that would
They
be
live
really
so far
appropriate.
in the future.
Well, then maybe this did happen. That's where that line comes from. He's like, you live so far in
Yeah.
the future, coming back in your.
So fucking far in the future.
Coming back in the
Stupid.
DeLorean trying to fucking keep me from my girlfriend.
My girlfriend. He says the stupid shit he says. Just so
We're going to
He's
be
so
married.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna bring her home to meet mom in 4.5 years. I'm gonna get her pregnant on her 18th birthday.
Out of my way, future Lorne. I've got a wedding to get to.
I got future Lorne. And he doesn't have a DeLorean. It would just be like some old broken down truck.
that he had to take the transmission out of a perfect.
Yeah, he has to take the nuclear reactor out of the old one and put it in the new truck.
Can you imagine, like, if like Lorne was in Back to the Future, like it'd be like, and the DeLorean's not working. It's like, oh, don't worry, Doc, we've got a perfectly good DeLorean right here. Take the flux capacitor out of that one.
Yeah. I bought a new DeLorean. I'm going to take the flux capacitor out of that one and put it in mine.
It's white with grey on the
Damn
bottom.
it.
I don't actually know if we're going to get to the call.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I'm gonna very quickly say hello to everyone, and then we're gonna
See that $700 loan in
What?
action.
Go do your homework.
feel free to hang around.
87 miles per hour. Oh shit. Okay. All right. We'll do the call. I'll stop.
No, don't stop. But g'day to Spencer Silvera and Petri Soul and Becca and Pussy Destroyer and Dr. Cunt. Squeak, g'day Squeak. Il Rig, I thought I made it clear you weren't, you weren't welcome here. Cornville Three Ways, Cornville Three Way, hello to you. Lens33, Tiffany Rose, Bunny, the Duchess of Cornville, Balloon Sage, Asbury Brad, and Logan W. And Lumia, Cahootin, Honest, Becca, Witchert, Passed Out Roy in the van, Get Your Fucking Head Off That Horn, TK 101, Sting, Mum's Third Husband, Kitty Velociraptor, Moton G, aka Royal, Cornhole Three-Way, Dragon Words, Mandy J, The Peas Fashion Consultant, The Great Bapstby, Logan W, and Salty Robot, and April and Pedro, and Floppy and Fun Bogan, and Hugo Bin, Slash, C&J Dev, Michael Amend, Slothcat, speaking of Slothcat, Egbert, Jeff Horbachuk, and Lawns Fernbone, That Damn Doctor, Carlito, and Javon, and Reb Driving, and Lawn Leg Week, and Stumble Repent Repeat. We've got a little bit of Wayne Tech 10, and Roy's a Pimp, Lawn's a Wimp. Jeff W, K-Bone Q, Vegan Munster, cool, and James Dean. I think I got everyone. So let's.
Did you say hi to DJ Payne?
Oh, I missed DJ Payne. I didn't actually see him there. Hello to the very talented DJ Payne.
Looking out for you, brother.
I listen to those songs so much, especially the ass in the air. Like that is just.
That's the best one.
When Mama Gwen comes in, I lose it every time. Ass in my chair. Ass in my chair.
Ass in my chair. Mama Gwen.
But between that one and the other one I love is the I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one you closed with last night where he's like I've got to spit, and it kills me because it's like he's like this rap guy, like fuck, got to spit.
I don't know, fucking rap bullshit. It's the one I want you to get the doctor right there, right now.
That's it. In that same damn room with you.
Right now.
Right now.
Holy shit.
G'day, Natty Daddy Roy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. So, Casey, episode 11.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear that fine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
I can hear you.
All right, what are we doing?
I didn't think you could hear me there.
And that big tooth that just sticking out
Just
there.
that dumb smile, like,
Yeah.
I'm sending a picture to my girlfriend.
We're in a throuple.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you just, we're not going to text all back and forth because I feel like things are not getting across to you. What is it you want to do here?
Well, what I want to do is I want you to be here right now. That's what
First
I
of all.
want.
Okay, well, that's a possibility.
I
So
want
what's
you.
your next suggestion?
Give me your real number.
What does that have to do with anything?
What does it have to do with what?
Why is my real number so important?
Because the Google numbers, that's how they fooled me the whole time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Lauren, if someone contacts you with a Google number, just don't fucking talk to them. Like,
No.
just
That's never the concern. It's like, oh well, this is another Google number. They're most likely catfishing me again. It's just.
But Lauren even acknowledges though the reason why he continues with it is on that slight chance that it's real.
And see,
Google
that
numbers.
is and that really sums up exactly what we were talking about at the top. Like, even if he was presented evidence, he would still go on the. I mean, if like, because you know how he talks about, oh, you know, that they didn't try to dissuade him and that. Even if for some reason, say, Sherry Twist halfway through thought, look, you know what, this guy is beyond help. I've just got to let him know. Even if she was like, Lorne, my name is Sherry Twist. I've been, you know, talking to you as Kayla for this last time in the effort to have you arrested. In fact, when you come to the Sting House, it'll be to be arrested. He'd be like, you what? And then he'd just be like,
Huh?
Kayla's being very silly tonight.
It would be,
go
you must care about me a lot to warn me. You must really care about me.
I'll see
Oh
you
my
soon.
God. Yeah. All right, Sherry Twist.
Probation.
So your name's not Kayla.
that
Holy
would be his whole takeout. It's like, oh, you was worried about telling me your real name.
Yeah. I'm
Thank
glad
you
you're being honest with me now. So dumb. This fucking guy.
You know
He
that.
can't be a real person. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like, I go through at least once a month where I'm just like, this isn't real. Like, this
Yeah.
this isn't possible.
I'm telling you, like, sometimes I have the thought, like, are there a couple thousand people that are like tricking me? Like, to think that this is real. It's all just to trick Bapstby.
That's right. All this was set up.
Everyone's catfishing me.
And you know, we've got this community where we make fun of Lorne, but then there's this other larger community that makes fun of us making fun of Lorne. Like, right now,
Right.
there's a stream going on, live streaming us, going, can you believe these two idiots? They actually think that Lorne's real.
With Lauren at the helm.
Listen to this guy with his stupid fucking accent. You can barely
Jesus
understand him.
My counselor knows
Okay,
that.
well, if you don't trust me, then stop talking to me.
But
It's really that simple.
it's
If
not
you
that
think
simple,
my
Casey.
phone number, it really is though. If you think my phone number is like the thing that is making you not trust me, I'm not giving you my phone number right now. I do not feel comfortable doing that. You're not going to get it.
Okay, Mo Green.
So, what do you want to
It doesn't make sense.
You told Sue everything. I
Doesn't
thought I
make
can
sense.
trust you once before, and you burned me. And now there's a possibility my news get leaked, and that's your fault because you can't keep your mouth shut. I don't trust you. You also lied to me because you said that your probation officer wanted my ID, everything unblurred, and then when I said she can email me, you told me then all of a sudden she didn't want any of it.
Well, that is
Yeah.
such a typical like Lorne
Yeah.
failed manipulation.
When she calls his bluff and says, "All right, I'll send my ID and everything to probation." Yum 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 yum. Well, you know, probation. wants to protect me from these catfish. Like, no, they don't, Lauren. They don't give a fuck about you, man.
Exactly right. Their only care is that it's not a kid that you're talking to. But like this is
Yeah.
just the Jenny from Walmart thing again. It's like, okay, Lauren, call probation right now and tell them, oh, Tony's got their number. I'll have to get Tony to call.
Yeah, I have to call Tony, but I don't want to put Tony through all this and put him on three-way. Like he's going on a date with a girl he doesn't even have their number. Like he's been talking to Casey. He insists on having her number. He doesn't want that Google numbers.
No, he
I-
wants a
I-
real number.
You know, can you imagine when Casey sent her ID? Can you imagine probation? Like, come on, Lauren. Come on. Really? Again? Are
And-
we doing this again?
And I think that's the crux of why, because they're not saying, look, Lorne, we got to know she's real. They're probably saying to him, Lorne, you are being catfished again. So he wants to be able to stroll in there and go, read it and weep. It's the real
There
Casey
it
Moreau.
is. It's Casey Moreau.
It's just,
And you're absolutely right. I mean, they probably tell him out straight the way that Lauren loves it. This is bullshit, Lauren. And he's like, you're just jealous.
you don't have Casey Moreau talking to you.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think
what,
this is the first beautiful woman I've ever dated.
and it's like, what? Like this stuff's so crazy that it hits you at different times. Like when I was listening to the latest Casey call before, and like they're talking about the Sting and Kayla and all that, and then he says to her, it's something I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's something along the lines of yeah, but that's where we met or whatever. Like even though I know that he thinks he's talking to the real Casey Moreau, like when he says stuff like that, you're just like, holy fuck, like you are so dumb. Like you were.
Yeah. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna get married and tell your kids, because of course he's gonna get her pregnant right away. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tell your kids. Let me tell you the way that me and your mom met. Like, what?
That I laugh about.
This were-
I laugh about that all the time, like like a How I Met Your Mother scenario, like
Yes.
What?
Like, even if this were real, would you really want to be reminded? Lauren has no, I don't even know how to put it. Nothing. He's just an empty shell of what should be a human being.
That's right.
That is just a void, a dark void where his soul should be.
That's right.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
anyone other than Lorne, if they were in this situation, they
Yeah.
if Casey Moreau came up on an ad, he'd be having flashbacks like people that were in Vietnam when they hear a helicopter. Like you'd be crouching on the floor going, oh no, not again. But
Yeah.
Lorne's just like, oh well, hello Casey for the third time. Let me send you my dick.
Yes. Yeah, I sent you a picture of my cock. You never even scrolled up to see it. All right.
work.
I'll stop interrupting. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, never stop.
This just makes me crazy.
G'day, Dustin, Thomas, and a lone wolf.
Well,
Which is very
before they
fucking
did,
weird.
before she did wanna.
Okay, well, she didn't when you told me to do it that time, and that's very bizarre. So I can't
Well,
trust
I
you.
know. Well, look at last time. You can't say anything to me about lying because look at how much I was lied to.
I saw
Oh
something
my
weird
God.
today.
Has anyone ever lied to you, Bapstby?
You can't. Yeah, listen. You can't say anything to me about all the thousands of lies that I've told you, Cornville, because look at how many times I've been lied to. So
That's
fuck
solid
that.
logic.
Yeah. it
I
really is.
was going to call you a liar, but I get it now. You've been lied to,
Yeah.
so it's all good.
And something else you may not know, I've been through a lot of trauma in my life. You may not know, but I used to play basketball when I was in 6th grade.
You're not going to tell me that you had to leave the basketball team and your teammates stopped
I
talking
did.
to you.
I did, and it
Holy
hurt.
shit!
It hurts to this day.
I already had great respect for you, but it's just tripled now.
This is what I've been through.
The fact that you can get up every day and face the world.
Jesus Christ, I know. I don't like to be called a hero, but I mean,
Not all heroes wear helmets.
Lauren should wear a fucking helmet.
He really should.
That's so stupid.
Just all the stupid shit he does. And I mean, in the most recent pictures I've seen of his trailer, like, I'm not convinced that roof isn't going to fall in it any day. So a helmet would be a great
Isn't that
idea.
a wonderful thought? Like every time I see those pictures, pictures. Every time I see it, I just think it's going to collapse at any moment. My only hope is that those dogs are outside, that they
Exactly.
are smart enough to get out.
Yeah.
Because I hope Lauren is in the house when it happens, though.
And you know, he would be doing something shitty to the you know, the first responders, whatever, would show up and like be running through the wreckage, and he's just sitting there buck naked with a phone in his hand, pointed at his, because that's when the roof came down.
He's got the stink footage on. And he's mid-whacking it.
This is where we first met.
This is where we met. Num num.
Sorry.
And somebody in the chat said it. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but Lauren considers that their first meeting, like they know each other. That couple of minutes they were together, where she told him everything about herself, like she doesn't like to sit on chairs; she likes to sit on the edge of chairs. They know each other now. Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't it be amazing? Like, because you know how she's always questioning him about, you know, what makes me special, or what do you love about me, and that. Like, he asks, you know, well, Lauren, you don't even know anything about me. Like, you know, tell me something you know about me. Well, I know you like to sit on the edge of chairs. you can dye your hair.
Yeah.
You can tie it by yourself.
You like tricking pedophiles.
See?
I absolutely love, too, that since you brought that up, I love when he gets grilled about what's so special. What do you love about, what did you love about Jamie? What do you love about me? Just the attention she gave me, attention I gave her. Like, she's just special the way she is with me. Like, even Paula, like this woman he was so in love with for 25 years, he can't name one pertinent thing about her other than she worked at a bar.
That's exactly right. And like you say, they gave each other attention. Like, that's all it is.
Yeah. It's bizarre. I mean, I could, I dated guys, even like, I'll say like my ex-husband, and I fucking hate my ex-husband, but I could name 5 things right now that I actually liked about him. And that's the reason I was in a relationship with him.
Yep.
But I'm not going to do that because it will make me sick to my stomach. But, Lauren can't say, I liked that she would make a funny joke, or she would, pick her pancakes up and roll them and dip them in syrup and eat them like that. I mean, he can't name anything. Just, she spent all the time with me.
Yeah. I love the way she ate ham cubes.
Yeah. I like the way I was going to take her to meet my mom. Jesus Christ, Lauren.
She's going to love you.
She's going to love you. How many times has he said that one, too?
Yeah, and see, that's where he says that in the chat log. Like, that still, to this day, floors me. Like, just imagine him rocking up with this little kid, and Mama Gwen's like,
yeah.
Oh, Lord, what have you done this time?
Jesus Christ, get your head out of your ass. Like, just smacking him upside his head. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Lord? At least I would hope she would do that.
Well, you'd definitely hope so. Oh my God. And sorry, anyone I've missed. I've lost control of saying g'day. Just a group g'day to everyone.
G'day.
G'day.
A
G'day,
story
mate.
you told that you fucked someone woman with your toe.
I love this story.
This is so gross.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Liar laugh.
Yes.
That was a drunk night that me and her were flirting with each other.
Now, I understand we have a lot of different customs over here in Australia, but I've never been aware of flirting involve, inserting your toe into someone's vagina. Is that how it's done over there?
I can feel free to speak for all Americans when I say no. No, I've never done that. I've never had anyone do that to me. I don't know anyone else who is engaged in that activity. Lorne is one of these hillbillies. Um, he thinks the way he's like laughing about this, and it's a liar laugh,
Mm.
but he thinks this is a cute story. Like, he can't even take that cue from Casey that this is fucking disgusting. He's like, we was crazy back then. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly
would,
right.
if, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say exactly right, because he goes on to say, oh, it was pretty wild. Like, that's not wild, Lorne. That's fucking,
That's degenerate.
yeah.
You're, yeah, I mean, I did wild things. That's fucked. And if I had done that, there's no way I would tell a prospective romantic partner that I did, especially if they said, "You did what?"
Exactly right. And I mean, that's the kind of thing. Like, I'm sure like a lot of people do there is stuff that just stays with like, you don't go and tell people that shit if you've done that. I mean, it blows my mind. Like, and that's what I love of, like, so much of these Casey calls are him basically just being himself, and it's shocking what he actually
that's a
believes
good
is
way to put
shocking.
that. It's him just really being himself. Like, that's, you know what? You really put your finger on something for me, like, winky winky, but it's Lorne being himself. He's not getting I don't know why. I mean, Casey isn't exactly saying that it's okay to do these things, but Casey also isn't like put off by it either. Casey's just Casey. And Lorne apparently isn't afraid of scaring her off. He's not pretending as much as he usually does. That's the way I feel about it.
No, I think you're exactly right. Like, I think with, like, all the other ones, like with Winnie, like, Winnie, would say really crazy shit, but Lorne always felt like he was somehow better than her, which is crazy. Like, I mean, not that
Yeah.
Winnie's an amazing person, but Lorne is definitely not better than her. So he would keep up that kind of like, oh, you can't do that. But with others, like say Debbie and Ramona and that kind of stuff, he wouldn't say any of this stuff to them because
No.
he knows it wouldn't be. But I think, because the way that Casey talks, strangely, talks a lot like talks pretty blokey to him, really, apart from the voice.
Mhm.
Isn't that weird? But she'll
Yeah,
be like,
odd, isn't that? Like,
Yeah,
one of the
right.
guys.
just like one of the guys, and she'll say stuff like, "Oh, look at Roy, slaying all that
Roy
puss and all that
slinging
kind
dong
of
all
stuff,
over the
slinging dong."
place.
So it's like it frees him up to be a bit more himself or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you put your toe inside of her?
Yeah.
What?
That was,
What?
that was God knows how many years ago. That was probably over about 20 years ago.
Still
Well, what the
gross.
hell happened? I thought that was fake.
Things are
And
different
Lawrence
back.
Peters.
Things are different back in the early 2000s, baby.
Back then, in the early 2000s, the late 90s, early 2000s, we were all toe fucking back then.
It was just
Don't you remember that? Don't you remember that song, Toe Fucking? For God's sake. And Lawrence, I could say arguably one of his worst features are his feet. And to think that he touched a woman's personal area with one of those feet. Oh,
Exactly right. His feet and his mouth are the absolute worst features of him. So to think that he talks about going down on a woman so much and sticking his toe inside someone is just awful. Like, at least with his,
that hot
at least if he
breath.
was talking about fingering someone, at least he could put his condom on his fingers like he does when he's jerking off.
Little finger condoms. Let me put a condom on my toe. Yeah, we were all toe fucking on 9/11.
It's just,
Jesus Christ.
it's just it
We
was just a
partied like
start.
it was 1999. Everybody get your toes out. We was all wearing sandals.
Little known fact, that's actually what that song is about. That's what Prince was
Yeah,
singing.
it's about toe fucking. Y'all didn't know that.
They had to remove that line, but it was definitely implied.
Yeah. Jesus.
Huh?
Thought that was a fake story. So what happened?
No, we were just drunk, and her and I were flirting with each other, and I stuck my toe in her pussy under the table.
Ugh. Under the table. I stuck my toe up a pussy under the table.
It's just, like, I just feel like he's watched, like, because he watches all those old, like, shitty rom-coms and that, like, he's watched some
Yeah.
old thing where, like, the woman's, like, just rubbing the outside of the guy's trousers under the table, and he's like, ooh,
Yes.
that's sexy.
Yeah. The Two Crawler says the toe fucking story is directly lifted from a scene in the slasher movie The New York Ripper. I have not seen that movie. I'm
Really?
interested to find out if that's true.
Oh my
That's-
god.
Yeah. I mean, he's flirting, he's drunk, and he sticks his toe under the table, and, upper pushy. Wow. Mm.
It's just, I mean, the whole thing is, but it's like all of his ridiculous sex stories. Like, if he didn't exaggerate so much, not that it'd be believable, a bit more believable. Like, if he had said,
Yeah.
like, I rubbed it on the outside of her pants or whatever, you go, well,
Right.
but to
Right.
insert
Like
the
she put her foot on my crotch and I put my foot on her crotch, and we were just like, we was drunk, and that would be a little more believable, but Lauren wants us to believe he has these prehensile toes that move her underpants out of the way and somehow fondle all her flaps.
Yep. That's right. The moving of the, like,
The underwears.
he wouldn't have the coordination. And
Fuck no.
I am going to have to look up this slasher movie now that
Yeah, I'm
Two
gonna have to
Crawler's
look that
talking
up.
about.
Too.
That was 20 years ago.
It was damn close to 20 years ago.
And did she like punch you in the face?
She punched me in the face. Hell no.
We
She
was
was
flirting.
flirting with me.
She'll
Did she
like it.
stuck her toe in your asshole? What happened?
No, she didn't stick her toe in my ass.
Toe in
She had
her.
her, she had her foot all. She had her foot all over my crotch.
Wow.
Seattle bare-toed boys.
No, I lost all train of thought.
Huh?
I lost all train of thought when you said that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Because, I mean, we've listened to this before, so we had knowledge that was going to come out of his mouth. But
We knew it was coming, Casey. We understand. Don't
It's
worry,
still-
honey.
I still lost a fair bit
It's still shocking.
It's
But
still shocking, even with the preparation.
We were drinking, and her and I were flirting.
She was she just like not wearing any pants?
I don't remember if she was wearing panties or not. I think she was wearing panties, and I was just able to slide them over.
Of course.
And
when
was she
Lauren says
just
the
wearing?
word panties, it makes me feel really gross.
It's really
I hate-
gross.
I hate when he says panties, like whether he says panties or panties in bed. Just anytime, it just makes me feel really gross. Oh no, she was wearing panties or not.
See your tits and your panties.
Your tits.
And, like, he talks about, he moved them, in the single motion, I guess, moved them across and that. I mean, A, this story didn't happen, but B, if this did happen, he wouldn't be moving. He would have, like, pushed them up inside her as well. Like, he has...
Yeah, I'm just. That's what I meant. Like, I mean, now Kayla brings up a good point. He is the son of a gorilla, so I mean, maybe he could do that with his feet. But I imagine more like Lauren drunkenly, like falling out of the chair because he's trying to, move back and forth with his foot. Like, how you like that, baby? Jesus.
Do you want me to
Christ.
go deeper? Like, and the other thing is to like imagine if this anything like this happened, and the next day she was like, Jesus, what was I doing? I got to go get like an STD check,
Oh
and like
God.
the doctor comes in with like a grim look on his face. She's like, oh no, what do I have? Is it gonorrhea? Or what is this? Like, I'm afraid we're gonna have to remove the whole vagina. It's just
You've got athlete's vagina. The whole thing's got to go. Oh my God. I would imagine any woman that Lauren actually, if he did touch their vagina, they'd probably try to remove it themselves.
absolutely just get a spoon or something and just try to.
Scoop that shit out.
I
Panties, jeans
got my
on.
toe in there somehow. I wasn't really feeling for panties.
He was feeling for clits.
How did you get past
Oh,
her pants, like her jeans?
She wasn't wearing jeans. She was wearing a mini skirt.
Of course.
Vagectomy cornhole 3-way.
Wow. Well, that is.
Vagectomy.
I feel very gross.
Yeah, we did some. We did some partying back then.
We was
Yeah, I
wild.
don't know how
lady.
much of.
Yeah.
Some of the girls that I partied with were kind of wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a mini skirt, dressing like a slut.
Yep. They're crazy. They'll let you put your whole foot inside.
Oh yeah, just put that whole foot in there.
Walking around.
No, it was back then. It was almost 20 years ago.
Toad.
So
Toad the wet
nothing I even think
sprocket.
about now.
Okay.
Thankfully, I don't see them girls.
You realize we're never
those are
getting
some of-
through this call, right? I mean, you know that, right?
Absolutely. I was just thinking, how ambitious I was to line up two
I
calls. that was, that was half an hour ago, Cornville. He was so naive.
Oh God, you're so
Tony's
adorable.
that Tony knew from his work in construction.
And what do? You just stuck it in there and then took it out, and we're like, all right, that's it for what happened next.
Let's go get a sandwich.
After that, her and I decided to go get a sandwich, and we had sex in the back of my truck. We
Yeah,
never did get the
Classy
sandwiches.
lady.
She sounds amazing.
We decided to go to Subway.
And get a foot long
Get a-
so I could give her my 1 inch.
Give her- you win the stream. You win. Just shut it down. Nothing will be funnier.
I was a little wild at one point.
Oh
When I
God.
was getting used by everyone. And I just
Used
wound up
by
not caring.
everyone.
That is his excuse for everything. Trying to fuck a kid
For
used by everyone.
everything. Yeah, I
toe,
couldn't say no.
toe fucking everyone in sight. Been used by everyone. Lord's missing
Just
toe now.
toes everywhere.
That sounds pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. You can believe me that it's true.
I was feeling toey.
That wasn't the only night I had sex with her either. There were a couple other nights too.
Multiple one-night stands.
A bunch
That's
of
really
one-night
nice.
stands.
Her sister was the one that I dated for 2 weeks, and she lived with me at the time. And
You
they were,
so fucked your ex-girlfriend's vagina or your ex-girlfriend's sister.
Wouldn't it be funny if we all just like
Do
took our
what?
shoes and socks off?
Get
like,
away,
right
Nick.
now?
Get away. I feel awful that you heard any of that. Go away.
He's got to learn
I
about
have
toe fucking
headphones on
sometime.
too. Yeah, kids got to learn about this stuff. They don't teach it in sex ed,
But he's not going to learn about it from us. Who's going to teach him?
You so fucked your ex-girlfriend's sister.
well, she wasn't my ex-girlfriend at the time. She wasn't even my girlfriend at the time. Actually, at that time, I'm not sure if I had even met her. I don't remember if I had even met her at that time.
Wow.
Just make it up, Lord. You're making everything else up. Like,
Yeah.
don't squabble
What
on
a
the details.
great, what a great question. What was her name? He
T-
doesn't say what her name is.
Toniel?
Time kind of all blends in together, but
Antonia.
Tony,
I know I
Antonia.
didn't meet her sister.
Oh, it's Tony.
After,
But it's female Tony.
after I met her first.
Christ.
And she was actually the one who introduced me to her sister. She was actually the one that got me and her sister together. It was a long time ago, and those were very wild days.
Yeah, very gross.
Yeah, it was
It was
a
before
lot of
prison, baby.
being drunk.
What's happened since then?
That's
Did she kill herself?
huh?
Did she end up killing
Kill
herself?
herself. Hi, girl
She's
is
actually
gone.
married today, and she's very happy.
Oh,
How
good.
the fuck? You don't know, Lauren. You don't fucking know. You know why? Because she doesn't fucking exist.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
good point. Can't remember her name, but remembers a sandwich.
That's right. And that's the other thing too, where he's like, oh, he knows all about her. Like, if this woman existed, you would know nothing about her. Like, it just
Yeah.
about, going to the witness protection program or something. Like,
Yeah.
who wants to, to be, the woman that this pedophile toe fucked? Like,
Just change her identity. Like years of therapy.
exactly right. What was
Jesus
I thinking?
Christ.
Which is
Logan W
It
says
is.
she's married to a podiatrist.
really is very good for her because she was out of hand wild. And
So you still talk to her?
no, I haven't seen her since before Tony died.
Hey, honest,
I
I
think
don't
it's
know if
like-
he said he couldn't remember her name, but he never mentions her name. She's just the chick he toe fucked.
Yep. And see, that's the thing when because Casey doesn't ask for the name, so he's not going to give details because that's just more things he's going to have to try to remember. But I
You
love
have to try to remember it later, right?
and I love here where he's like, oh, I haven't seen her since before Tony died. Like, trying to suggest that, they caught up, 3 or 4 years ago,
Yeah.
maybe. Like, oh, you remember back
Yeah.
in the day? Well, we had some crazy
Remember
times.
that time we got a sandwich and I toe fucked you? Remember that?
I
Wasn't that
just,
fun?
I just love the picture he has in his head. Like, they're all at a party at Tony's, and Lorne's actually allowed to stay inside once the beer runs out. And she's there with her now husband. Like, oh, darling, I want you to meet someone. This is Lorne. Back in the day, he put his toe inside me. Then we went and got a sandwich, and he fucked me in the truck. Oh,
that Lauren.
I heard so much about
That
you.
Lauren. Jesus Christ.
The years
Like a Christmas
before
party.
Tony died.
Yeah, they all got like the ugly Christmas sweaters on and just sipping Mai Tais, catching up about old times. They were
Catching up
heady
about toe
days.
fucking.
Not
She
even
got
a
off
year
on the
before
wrong
Tony died.
foot.
So her and her husband,
Jesus Christ.
they went over to Tony's, and she got lucky and showed up there when Wendy's daughter wasn't there and nobody else was there because, well, she was so wild that she wound up leaving the state because a lot of people were really, really mad at her.
Lauren has zero
And her mom-
self-perception. Like, to say those words unironically, she wound up having to leave the state because so many people were mad at her. Imagine that.
Exactly right, says the guy that left the state because he ripped off an elderly couple to go and fuck a kid.
He just, like, if I had done that, I wouldn't, you know what? I would never talk to anyone ever again. I would still be sending Betty like $5 checks. I mean, please take this. I'm so ashamed of myself, but here he is. Yeah. You know what? There was so many people mad at her. She had to leave the state. I can't fucking imagine what that must be like.
She was just breaking up marriages, going around, sticking it out for people to fuck her with their toes. She would run out
Flirting
of town.
with everybody that was wearing sandals. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Huh?
Mad at her for what?
I don't know. I wasn't around at that time when all that, when whatever happened, and I never.
Yeah, because
even
I left
asked
the
Tony about
state.
it.
I'm on my own issues.
Her mom died and left everything to her.
Is that why you left the state too? No, because everyone was mad at you.
I'm like, why would he have all
Tiffany.
these details? Why like?
Hi, Tiffany.
Oh, g'day, Tiffany. Good to see you.
Oh,
You've come
This
at
sounds
you've come in at a really great
Valentine's Day.
time, and we've now been going for nearly an hour, and we've done 9 minutes.
We haven't even done 10 minutes yet.
we're so fucking good at this.
No, I left the state because everybody was using me to the point where I couldn't think for myself. I couldn't think straight at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a low point in my life.
You don't say.
It's all been smooth sailing since though, so
I couldn't say the word no to anybody. I wound up screwing Betty unintentionally. wound up losing a lot of money that I had.
like you lost their money. That's not the money you had.
His money.
I would have been able to say the word no to people.
If I would have been able to say no, fuck you.
See, if she was like, "Lorne, will you toe fuck me?" and he would have been like, "No." Like, imagine.
He can't say no. I mean, you know what? This is probably the worst thing anyone ever said to him. There was some therapist years and years ago who said, Lauren, a lot of this probably started because your siblings, wanted to take that money that you got for that job. And if only you would have said no to them, it wouldn't have started like this whole domino effect. And he probably has clung to that. Like,
exactly.
You know what? That's the problem. That's the crux of the whole problem. It's not that I'm mentally fucked and I want to fuck kids and I'm a bad person. It's that I can't say no.
That's right, and that's what he does. Anything that he thinks paints him a good light, he'll just cling on to. He'll ignore the rest. But yeah, it's like Betty and Eric said, Lorne, will you please take this $30,000 and do nothing with it and steal it from us? And I couldn't say no. I should have said no right then.
Yeah.
Kale was like, please come and fuck me. I'm a 13-year-old girl.
No.
I need it. And I couldn't say no. I just couldn't do it. Like,
Betty and Eric asked him, can you do this audition with this money that we give you? He didn't say no.
He really should have said no. Well,
you should have learned to say no.
No, but I can duct tape a desktop fan to your ceiling if you would like that.
It fucked me up pretty good.
I can put a door on your ceiling. Sorry. Sorry.
See, that door, that's where future Lorne comes through. That's the teleport for future Lorne to come.
He comes through the door.
Don't do it, Lorne.
Future Lorne, don't toe fucker.
And the next scene is just like Lorne boarding up that door, so future Lorne can't warn him about the kids anymore.
Oh, good.
Okay.
At least now I can say the word no and not have to worry about it.
Right.
And I try to keep the losers out of my life. The people that are going to do damage to me.
Alright, well, back on that topic of that,
he says as he talks to the woman that is using a voice changer to record him and put all his calls online, just like everyone else for the last however long of his life. He's doing a great job of keeping those people that do damage to him away.
Yeah. I mean, he is. I can't even anymore. I can't even. Just the fact that he just keeps doing it. I remember how shocked I was when he called Ramona after, she called him a kitty fucker and all this, but now I'm just kind of numb to it. Like, of course someone called him and said they were Casey and he believed them. Of course.
There is not, like, I'm now convinced there's nothing he won't believe, and I was exactly the same as you. And when they revealed, everything to him with Ramona, I thought it was over then. And then when called back, I couldn't believe it. Like, you could have picked my jaw up off the floor. But anything now, Scarlett Johansson dating him. Yep, he'll believe that.
Yep.
I could believe that he would believe that he was dating a cloned version of, like, a cloned version that they changed the DNA to be like the female Lorne. He would date himself. I'll believe anything. Hell, future Lorne. I'll believe that actual future Lorne does come back to him, and he falls for him, because even though he's not gay or anything, he's just too handsome, and
his feet are so sexy.
Yep. I don't think there is a scenario you can pitch to me and say, do you think Lorne will believe this? Or I'd say, nah, he won't. He won't.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to just not talk to you until I'm ready to go up there?
What I want is some way to some way that we can show probation that you're real and you're not catfish. And
I told you to give her my
Dev
email
found
address.
her. Lauren said no. Are you a weirdo? Lauren A20014. Lol. No. Lol.
Oh man, he actually did it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lorne. Thanks for spoiling the fun, C&J, Dev.
Oh, that's right, Tiffany. Stallone. He believes Stallone wanted to make a chair aerobics video with him. I love that. Chair aerobics.
It's just like there is no limit. And g'day C&J, Dev, Turtlehead 2, Amanda James, Smokey the Cat. Yeah, I've missed so many. Mama Gwen's gargoyle feet.
it's not gonna do it.
How would that not do it? You can ask me whatever she wants. You can get my ID, anything.
Because it's your email address. Anybody can make up an email address and give it to anybody.
Okay, well, if she wants me to call her, she should tell me what she wants me to do.
That's like your ID, too. Anybody can make up an ID and give it to anybody.
Right, so then what do you want me to do?
I don't know.
Well, what does your probation officer want?
Lauren comes so close. He comes so close, but not quite there.
No, that's right. And how many times have we seen him almost get there? The saying, even the TSA call towards the end, he's like, oh, this is all bullshit. And then 10 minutes later, he's listening to Casey snore on the phone.
Oh, she sounds so
precious.
This is some sick fucking game. Oh my god.
It's just
so close, Lauren.
It's so good.
I don't know. Ashley's not going to be back until the 30th. She's on vacation for 2 weeks. But my counselor today, talking to her, she's helping me to think of the stuff that I need to think about that I didn't think about before, and that's how they all want to be able to catfish me.
Because you bring this up once a week after you talk to your therapist.
Yeah, well, don't you think that's a good thing?
What's a good thing?
Don't you think it's a good thing that I talk to her?
Well, you have to
talk to her. Have to talk to her.
Yeah.
You don't really have a choice.
Lauren acts like he's making all these great strides in his mental health and recovering, from whatever fucked up thing he has going on. But really, I'm sure he just goes to his therapist and he's like, I can't get my girlfriend to come out here. She won't call me. I send her messages all day and she won't tell me what she's doing.
Yeah, and that's what he would just frame whatever. And the therapist probably says back, Lorne, that's because she's not real. Like they're playing with you again. It's like you're right. She's not acting real, and she is playing with my heart. You're exactly right. Like
Yeah, you're right. She won't be real with me. She won't come out here. She's been hanging around with this Alex Jones. Oh my god.
Talking about gay frogs and globalists. Fucking bullshit.
Huh?
Don't you have to?
Yeah. Are you in a bad area?
Yeah,
No.
Phone's not coming in as good as it normally does.
I mean, he
It's
usually has
probably your
great reception.
TV
So it
that's
couldn't
at
be
full
him.
blast.
Yeah.
Actually, I got it down low. Let me
Well,
turn it
what's
down
that
low.
noise? Are you in a truck? Why does it sound like a wind?
You hear.
Oh, the air conditioner and the fan.
So is that on his side or is that on Casey's side?
It's got to be on his side. He just has a VHS copy of Jurassic Park because he can't watch Little House now.
That's
So
exactly
he just watches
right.
that over and over.
I mean, there are kids in Jurassic Park, so he's still sweet.
Yeah. He's probably like,
Fan is on.
but they wouldn't
me
judge
turn
me
it
at the
off?
dinosaur park.
I can turn it off. It's not that hot in here now. Let me turn the air conditioner off. That might be what the problem is. Turn the fan off too.
He's such a fucking old man.
All right, how's that?
I can hear you. You tell me.
Well, you haven't talked enough
And
yet.
how
Give me
uncomfortable does his bed sound? That when he like moves around on his bed and it's like creak, creak.
Are you saying that your bed doesn't creak like an old floorboard?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
he's probably on
sounds
the
like
floor.
it's made out of.
He's probably on the floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like he's laying on particle board.
I just picture him like getting ready for sleep at night, and he lays down on the floor, stretches out, kisses a picture of Kayla, and just rolls over. and
That's like a
no,
body pillow with Kayla's picture pinned to it.
It's like that meme that's like Wolverine looking at the photo frame, and people put different things in there. It's just Lorne as Wolverine
Yeah.
looking at the photo frame of Kayla, thinking about better times. and
I couldn't say no.
and Slash, if you're listening, that's the next Photoshop. Get to work.
Okay, well, I'm talking. This is me talking. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Hopefully it stays that way.
Okay. Great.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, you told me earlier we can't talk until I come up there, and then you kept texting me. So what do you want to do?
I want you.
First of all,
I know that.
I want you.
I don't want you
Saying
saying
right
all
now.
I don't want you saying all kinds of stuff to me
Yum, yum.
to try to make me feel bad, Casey. There's no reason to do that.
We were
It's not me
talking
losing-
for like 2 days. So if you're
What-
allowed to talk about your brother, I can talk about you.
Yeah, but you don't know the whole story behind my brother. You don't know how much I've put into him.
How much
Huh?
I've put into him.
I know your whole story. And I don't care what his
You know-
story is. The point is,
Lorne acts like everybody, all his quote unquote girlfriends, like it's always like, you have to help my brother. Remember when you talked to my brother, like Jamie had to do it, and Winnie,
Yep.
and his girlfriends always have to be concerned about his brother. Like nobody gives a shit, man. I mean, I feel bad for Roy. He's a fucking grown ass man. He's older than Lorne.
That's exactly right. Like, stop talking about him. Like, all he does is run him down, and then he'll go through stages where he needs to pretend that he's worried about him and that. It's such bullshit.
Yeah, how much I've put into him. It sounds more, Lauren, like you're upset because he's too drunk or whatever, or too mad at you to come over and help you, like try to prop up your broken down trailer.
Yeah, he's mad because he doesn't get the free labor.
Yes.
I put my whole foot into you. And
Yeah, you don't know how much I put into him.
and g'day, Lawn Identity. Sorry to hear about the COVID, mate. Hopefully it clears
Aw.
up quicker than Lawn's chest cold.
Feel
You
better,
make fun of him
honey.
for being a piece of shit when you're also a piece of shit.
I'm not
That's the
making
whole
fun of him.
thinking.
I am not making fun of him. I am extremely mad at him. He has done this
Okay,
for
well,
years.
I'm not going to talk about your brother anymore. What do you want to do? I'm going to ask you again until you give me an answer. Do you want to keep talking or no? Because I'm not going to keep texting you back and forth if you're going to, every other message is, well, I can't talk to you till you get here.
I love when
Well, we
Casey.
got to figure out something
Hang
I
on.
love
so
Casey's Lauren
so
voice.
they know you're not cat.
It's really good, isn't it? I was actually going to say, let's go back and hear that again.
Or do you want to keep
Yeah.
talking or no? Because I'm not going to keep texting you back and forth if you're going to, every other message is, well, I can't talk to you till you get here.
Well, we got to figure out something so
And g'day, XXX18 online. Good to see you here.
they know you're not catfishing me. And
You got to figure out something. I don't care if they know I'm real or not.
Yeah.
I
I'm
do.
real. I know, so you have to figure that out. I don't have to figure shit out. Because I don't care.
Well, you care about me, right?
My life
Define care.
Yeah.
is going to go on with or without you. I know I'm real. If you don't think I'm real, then I'm telling you right now not to talk to me.
Okay,
I'm
listen,
telling you that too.
Listen.
I know your life's going to go on with or without me. That's a given.
You
Would
expect people to go through so much shit for you.
Would you rather have it with me or without me?
Or if you think I'm fake,
Oh my
the point is
God.
No one ever taught him not to ask questions you don't want the answer to, did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah. You care about me, right?
Well, you talked to me all this time.
I can't do
Yeah.
what you want me to do. You want my number? I said no. You want me to go up there right now? I said no.
No, it still doesn't make sense to me why you wouldn't give me your real number. I mean, you gave it to Alex
Why
in
do
a
you
matter of
think
2
you're
hours.
worth it?
There
Why
we
do you
go.
think you are worth
Yeah.
Alex has got your number.
it to go through all this shit for?
Well, if you love me, then
Oh.
I'm going to be honest with you. I love you, Casey.
You know, he had to stop himself. It was his, his tired, if you love me,
Mm.
you won't
You are
have
one
another guy.
guy's cocking you.
Yeah. And he actually stopped himself because he knows Casey's gonna be like, will you like what? Like,
Yeah.
I don't love you. I don't even know you. If you love me, you'll come out and see me. I mean,
And because that's like another call, and he says, oh, well, if we break up, you're going to go and date Alex. Like if you break up, it doesn't matter. I mean, not that they're even together, which is crazy. Like,
yeah.
why
It
would
won't
you
it won't
care?
matter what she does. They won't be together. And can I say the thought of Casey Morrow and Alex Jones sitting together eating ice cream on the beach just tickles me to death.
With him all red in the face because he's just been yelling
Yeah.
about something again.
And she's like in a bathing suit, but he's wearing his weird like suit jackets.
Yep. This ice cream tastes like shit. It's a fucking Gobless. Get me some supermodel vitality. Calm down, Alex. You're one of them.
I've loved you for a long time.
No, you don't.
Huh?
No, you do not.
Oh, I don't?
No?
How do you know I don't?
Did you love Jamie?
Yeah, I thought I did love what I thought was Jamie,
What
a
did
girl.
you love about her? Because she was nothing but an asshole to you.
Here we
I
go.
want to know what connection was it? What was the special
This is
connection
good.
you felt?
So there were times when she wasn't.
Okay, well, when Will was being nice, what was it?
When
What was
Will
the
was
special
being nice.
connection? I want to know what it was that made you fall in love with her, and then maybe I can understand why you say you love me.
Cause, I guess it was because of the time that I spent with her, and there was times when she was good with me. There was a long time.
You have fallen in love
He was
with every one
good
of your
with me for a
catfishes.
long time.
Like, where were those times? Because
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't even matter if, okay, let's say they were together for a year, and 11 months out of that year, Will was kind to Lauren and, you know, romantic or, you know, all these things that Lauren wanted, but 1 month was horrible or was nice the whole time. Lauren, it was a catfish.
Mm.
It wasn't a real relationship.
That's
You
right.
can't even just acknowledge, like, I was in love with the thought of being in love. I was lonely. I fell for it because my life is incredibly empty and I have nothing and no one. He can't just acknowledge that.
No, that's exactly right. And I mean, even if these were real relationships, like relationships change, people change. Like you can't just sit there and go, oh well, you know, the first few months you were, you know, things were so good and just hold on to that. Like it's just, but that's what he would do. Is like, well, you were nice to me on our first date. Why don't you still love
Yeah.
me now? Like, you know, it's just
When we first started, and really none of that even matters though, because if Lauren wants you, you're obligated to him. It doesn't matter what your feelings are. So
exactly
that's
right.
all that matters.
Yep, that's right. Once he's locked onto you,
Well,
you got
all
no.
I said was, I want you.
First of all.
Will and Wine Lover played me for a long time to make sure that I was good.
Well, Wine Lover only played you for like a month. Will played you for 2 years.
It shows how disgusting they both are.
Yeah.
It's no reflection on him for falling for it. It's a reflection on them for doing it to him.
Lauren's the victim of disgusting people. You know, it's Lauren bears no responsibility. And in fact, he always tries to turn it to where, you know, he's such a genuine guy. Of course he fell for it because people should be real and honest like he is.
Exactly right. That's like, well, I can't remember what Predator is, but it's one of those Predators. He says, "Why can't people just be honest?" As he says there, arriving to fucking kid.
So tell me again.
That's right. He was the one that goes on about how, like, you know, people put, you know, 99 on their profile and that kind of stuff. Why can't people just be honest?
What was it?
Yeah, you guys are the bad people for lying.
Exactly.
Was so special. What was this crazy connection? I want details. If you had this crazy connection and you loved him or her, whatever, I'll refer to Jamie as her because I know you don't like feeling gay. So, what was it about her that you felt such a connection to? Because I don't understand it. You bought her an engagement ring and you didn't even meet her. I want to know what, besides her just being a pretty girl in her pictures, what was it? Because they were intentionally horrible to you on purpose to get you mad. Jamie was nothing but an asshole, and you said that you two were in love and had a special connection. They told me that when I saw them in Nashville. They laughed about it. They said, what the fuck is she talking about a special connection?
Oh, that fucking idiot.
Yeah, I love the thought of Lauren. You know, it warms my heart for someone to say to Lauren, like, you know, how you said all these, you know, you spent all this special time with your love. Well, they laugh at you and they think you're a joke.
I'd love to see the look on his face when he hears stuff like this too. Because I'm sure it wouldn't be this goofy fucking smile with these old man glasses.
For a long time, they weren't like that.
Speaking of old man glasses, I love in the girlfriend ring video where where they're hanging right down the end of his nose while he's playing that song. And then once the song's finished and it's time to get serious, he kind of pulls them off like
He
Horatio in,
whips them off.
in
I love,
CSI.
you know what? I watched that the other day and that made me laugh. Like he whips them off and he turns back to the camera and he just looks like a grandpa and he's wearing a pajama shirt.
Yeah, like a lizard grandpa, like he's got that like lizard tongue and that. He's, like he couldn't look older. I mean, he looks old anyway, but he looks like he was dressing up as an old man for Halloween. Like he was like all the quintessential.
Oh.
I'm surprised he didn't have like a cane and a walker.
And he holds the ring, like holds it out to the camera, like it's a 2-carat diamond dinner ring. And then he gets that stupid smile on his face and his cheeks like turn pink and he's like, I'd like it to be a girlfriend ring.
Because he thinks he's so smooth. Like he thinks the way this is being received is they're like, oh wow, I was mad, but how can I be mad anymore? But and he holds it out like no one's there. Like you almost expect him to take the ring out. He's
Yes!
like, I know you can't put it on right now, baby, so I'm gonna put it on.
I'm
Start,
gonna put it on for you.
start making out with himself.
Yeah, all he needs is like a nightcap and a little candlestick. That'll perfect the look. A girlfriend ring. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Ah.
Well, when they started acting like that,
When they started acting like that, and they knew I was already in love with what I thought was Jamie, a female.
okay, well then what was it before that that
A
made you
female.
fall in
An
love with
adult
her?
girl.
The hearing horn,
to
a
her
big
and I spent-
horn he holds up to his ear. Huh?
Holy shit.
Together, and
Oh my god!
What, doing what? What made you fall in love?
we just spent time together, doing anything and everything.
What happened during that time?
Yeah, Kelly, like Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yes! Like, my stomach is legitimately hurting right now.
But like Ebenezer Scrooge in the Disney one where it's Scrooge McDuck, and then Lord jumps into his big tank of money and it's just like 87 cents and a couple of buttons that he has turned from his pocket.
Like, just a bunch of garbage that he got at the auction.
And a couple of IOUs, $30,000.
Just junk in his yard.
The time,
Lauren will be visited by 3 catfish.
He's catfish past, present, and future. And it's just like Amanda James, one of the Caseys,
No!
and yeah, like the future the alien that is these next catfish.
Just future Lauren. It'll be
Future
future
Lauren.
Lauren telling him don't do it. It's a catfish. Fucking, you think this is the first beautiful woman I've ever dated?
that
Oh
that
my
she was
god.
supposedly in the hospital. So obviously she wasn't. She's full of shit.
Oh.
I don't even like to think about her anymore.
Well, I don't care. He didn't answer.
Lorne, stop! It's future Lorne. You live so far in the future because you fucked over so many people in the past.
Fucked over so many people. Dream
can't
says
name
the
a
ghosts are all just Emma's different characters.
And but it's just like Emma like jumping from like she'll be Emma and then she'll jump over to the other side of him and he's Winnie and then it's like just a
just sounds
pre-recorded
slightly different.
Yeah.
Single trait that you love.
Oh shit. It's too funny.
Just all the time that we spent together. She,
Saying a trait about her. Not just spending time. You have to. I spend a lot of time with the people at work. I'm not in love with all of them.
Hospital.
I'm saying, what was it about her?
Always bringing up my
paid a lot of
ghost
attention to me.
past.
Oh, be getting in your ghost punches. And listen to the gap here after she asked him to like it's just like 10 seconds of nothing while the little cogs in his brain trying to say something
trying
stupid.
desperately to think of one thing that he liked about Jamie.
She paid a lot of attention to me, and I paid a lot of attention to her. We just paid a lot of attention to each other.
That's what he said about Paula. It's the same.
Yes. All the attention we paid to each other.
Any of them. What about Winnie, Debbie, Ramona? What about any of these women who intentionally were horrible people to you on purpose? Not nice to you ever.
At the time, I couldn't let go of him, Casey.
So you just fall in love with anyone who pays attention
What
to
does
you?
that even mean? At the time, he's starting to get pissed too.
Yeah.
At the time, I couldn't let go of him, Casey.
And see that, like he's like so like why can she not understand this? Like he's getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Like
Why are you not getting this? I was desperate. I couldn't let go of her.
No.
Like even his answers are. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. He's making me dumb.
Yeah, and that's what like. All his answers are ridiculous, and he's had so much time to come up with better answers. Like he does nothing except for destroy his house. Like he could, like while he's destroying the house, he could go. Next time I'm asked this, let me come up with something better.
Yeah, let me try to come up with a better answer because he didn't ask these things a lot.
Yeah. Debbie's charming as fuck. I don't blame you, Lorne.
That's true.
That's what it seems
It
like.
was very charming.
No, this is time that I spent with them. They didn't. Well,
Why couldn't you let them go when they were being so awful?
why is what?
Why couldn't you let any of
He
them
needs his
go when they
horn.
were being awful to you? When Winnie was sucking everybody's dick and when Jamie was fucking Rod and Todd and Claude or whoever.
Claude.
She never fucked Cod.
Had a hard time letting go of them at the time.
I understand that. I'm saying,
Why can't you fucking understand this, Casey?
It didn't work last time. Try it again, Lorne.
why?
Yeah,
though?
just
They kept
repeat
coming
it.
up with stories of why, stories of why.
I forgot that. I forgot he said that.
Come up with stories.
They keep coming up with stories.
It just happened. Stories, and I wanted to believe them. I wanted to
Oh,
think, okay.
that is very
So
true.
it makes sense that she'd like that. It makes sense
You
that
wanted
Like, I mean, like when like the first call Debbie talks to him, and sounds exactly like Casey, and he's like,
Yeah.
I've talked to you before. No, you haven't. Oh, go
I
then.
haven't. Okay.
me to believe that you're in love with me when all your answers are stuttering all
why
over
did you
the
tell me
place?
that you loved me?
Because I was told to.
And I told you at the time that you weren't. You should. You so you am.
I knew I wasn't. I told you this before. Lauren, it was all make-believe.
Oh, I know.
What do you love about me? Tell me that.
How can you say that? How can
I
you
know. You brought it up, Lauren. You tried to flip it. It didn't work. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And even just then, it's like, well, you told me you love me. And then she's like, they told me to say that. And he's like, oh, I know. Like, no, you didn't. You don't know.
If I'm so awful, like you made me sound in your text messages. If I'm
But
just
you're
like
not awful.
making you feel like a parasite all the time, and I'm constantly putting you down, and
You
I'm
know,
because I won't give you my real number. What is it about me?
Casey, you don't always do that stuff. That's why when you do it, it shocks the hell out of me.
See, guys,
You don't always do that stuff.
if you're in a relationship and someone calls you a parasite, and it's as long as they don't always do it, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's just
I mean,
how
5% of the time you don't do that. So
that's just how relationships are. It is
I
mostly
mean, when you
calling
and I
each other
first
a parasite.
started out
Sorry, go.
5 years ago, when we first started out, you were really nice to me for a couple of days. So
That's right, and that's what you hold on to. So just ignore when I call you a parasite next time because
yeah, this fucking guy. I mean, you paid a lot of attention to me. So and I'm in love with you, so you're obligated to be in a relationship with me. Just so you know.
well, that is fine. We've known each other for a long time now, so it's the way it is.
I mean,
So the name-
look at all the attention we're paying to each other.
Exactly right. We can't even concentrate on the call.
We can't even concentrate on the call. Jesus Christ.
Something.
Name something about you.
Yeah, that you love about me. I made you
love
fall in love with me.
I love the way you dance.
Okay.
I love the way you smile.
Smile. Smile.
So you like my look? Is that what this is? Is that so? Basically, when you fell in love with
No.
Jamie, you're just a hot, sexy model.
No.
Oh, so you're saying she's not a sexy model? Oh,
So
Jesus.
she's not a sexy model.
You fucking asshole.
No. Yeah, it's all outward. It's all physical appearance. Because he knows he can't say because you're special because we spent time together because she's already shut that down.
Yep.
So he's trying something different. I like your smile.
I mean, props to him for trying something different. It's bad,
Yeah.
but credit where it's due, I guess.
I mean, basically, I use that just because I'm
I love
pretty.
the way that you talk.
I
Love the way you talk.
You love the way I talk. You just say I make you feel like a parasite.
Well, when you're not trying to do that.
When you're not doing that.
all of those good times, the kind of like when I call you and you say hello, like that's
Yeah.
special. That's special to me.
When we say hi and bye, all that stuff in between doesn't matter.
Or
Not
are you just
important.
desperate to be in love?
Yes.
No.
For sure.
Casey, I've wanted you for a long time.
Oh,
And I weren't in love with you at
creepy.
I've wanted you since 2007, baby.
Yeah. I've wanted you since the time I thought you were a 13-year-old girl.
Ever since I walked into that house.
Ever since I thought you had blonde hair.
time when I did want you first.
Why did you want me at first?
Because you caught my eye. You caught my attention when I saw you dancing.
You had me from lol.
Some of my looks again.
Huh?
You not dudes I see walking around doesn't mean I want them. Just because you think someone's attractive.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Just because you thought I was attractive, that means you wanted me for a long time.
How am I going to dig myself out of this one? Come on, Lauren.
Come on,
What's the
Lauren.
point? I saw you dancing, and I wanted you to sit down.
I saw you dancing. So, you know, I was thinking about this earlier, like Lauren going on YouTube and looking up Casey Morrow and watching her dance, and his hand just slowly going to his crotch, trying to get that flaccid thing going. Like, just poor Casey.
Yep.
God.
Well, it's just, come on, you can do it. Just like spinning it
Come on.
around, trying to.
Helicoptering madly. Come on.
Remember that one time that you did it all by yourself?
You were one time you stood up all on your own.
That was the best day ever.
That was the best day ever.
I'm in love with you then.
You fall in love with me because I spent time with you.
I think I've loved you for a while. Just didn't know if I was in love with you or not.
What
Why?
does that even mean?
How does he define the difference?
Like, is he just like saying words and hoping something will appease her? Like, well, you're female, and I thought you
I
looked
happen to like
nice,
females.
and I think that you're a person, and it's fun to
You've-
like text.
And you've got long hair. I like long hair.
I like long hair.
When you tell me it feels good on my head.
Why?
And as Amanda James says, you know, Henry Cavill caught her eye, and she's known him for a long time. So you know,
I've known him.
I've
I love him for a long time.
That's the real reason he had to leave the Witcher project. He you know, needs to be closer.
I wasn't at that point yet.
So why did you think you loved me, and then why did you fall in love with me?
Tick.
I don't know. I can't really explain that. I don't
Need
know
like
how to
Jeopardy
explain
music
it.
Yeah.
or anything.
Why don't you just say that you don't love me? It's not a big deal.
The hair
I
and the
know
face.
you don't. You think by telling me that I'm gonna feel more like drawn to be with you?
No.
Is that why
No,
you tell everyone you love them, even though they're assholes?
No.
That's true, Cody. It's irrelevant if
Well,
she
then-
understands.
That's exactly right.
Let's go
He
back
understands
to Jamie, 'cause
it.
she
And
was
that's all
nice
that
to you
That's
matters.
all that matters.
for a month when it was Wine Lover, because Wine Lover is really bad at trolling you. But when Will took over, he was really good at it. So for 2 years, it was all Will trolling you, and you still were in love with him. So what was it for those 2 years? You can't say because she was nice for a month. I'm saying for 2 years.
It was longer than a month. It was a lot longer than a month because COVID
You want to
happened.
come and ask him?
No, I ain't fucking talking to that piece of shit.
He was nice to for longer than a month.
Want to call him and ask him? Yellow.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
That would be so
He
great.
had me on.
I hope there is
Hey,
some
Lauren,
kind
this
of
is
call.
Will.
Fucking record.
So 1 month out of 2 years of being treated like shit by Will, being a robot. That's what you were in love with.
It was more than a month.
Lauren, I don't know if you know this,
Okay.
but every single call and text that you had with them has been screenshot, recorded, and shared on the internet.
Let's
I
go to
can
the
literally
tapes.
look at everything from the exact moment you talked to her to the very last moment. And let's say we can throw that out. Let's say she was nice to you for 6 months. She was nice for 6 whole months. For a year and a half after that, she was nothing but an asshole.
Come on, Lauren.
Lawrence checked out of the conversation.
He's fallen
It's over
asleep.
with now.
He's pretty
so,
old.
Thank God.
He's got his little nightcap on and it's night time.
Yeah. He's getting his candle out.
That's fucked up.
Are you going to answer it? That wasn't the question.
I didn't hear the question. I was just hearing what you were saying, but I didn't hear the question.
The same question
I
I
weren't listening.
I'm checked out, baby. The kids are in Jurassic Park. I've got checked
been
Yeah.
asking for like
The
15
kid's about to
minutes,
sing the national anthem. I've already checked out.
and you for some reason
Hands
won't
off.
answer because you don't know why you love her.
I don't know why I loved her.
You
I
did
knew
not
she was-
love
I knew she was an asshole to me. I knew a lot of things that she did was fucked up.
Couldn't let it go.
But I'm betting not everything was recorded.
Okay.
Oh, of course. Just
What's
like the chat log.
point? Yeah, I bet everything wasn't recorded. Me and Will actually had some genuine romantic moments.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I would.
sorry.
No, I was going to say, what's the point of saying that? It was a catfish.
Exactly. So if there were any moments where, you know, he was nice to you, that's part of the catfish. That's, you know, trying to, you know, gain your trust. Not that as we found, it's not that hard for to gain his trust, but
Really?
like that doesn't change anything. And it's like, it's almost like he thinks that, you know, and I mean, there's definitely obviously calls that aren't up there, and if they aren't, it'd be because they're boring as batshit, like more boring than some of them there. But like, as if like, you know, all of us listening online, if we hear one where, you know, Jamie's like, oh, you know, I really love you, Lorne, you're such a great guy, I'm going to be like, oh fuck, if any of this real, like this is bullshit, like it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, like Lauren's gonna go, yeah, but you didn't hear the romance between us, me and Will. You know, and we do hear Jamie, like there is one call where Jamie says, you know, like Olive too, or, you know, Olive you,
juice.
you know, and calls him bear and all that shit. You know, so
Yeah.
obviously you have to give Lauren something, but what does it matter when the whole thing's a catfish?
Exactly right.
She forgot to give me change. She must be in love with me.
No. She wants me to come back. Are you getting ready to go to bed, buddy?
Yeah, good night.
All right, I'll come tuck you in a little bit.
Night, Nick.
everything was
night, Nick.
recorded, Lauren. You can say you bet all you want, but I am able to see it, and it sure is. It's all recorded. Even back when she was friends with that Winnie person. It goes back all the way till then. It's been recorded literally the entire time, not a day missed. All of it.
Literally.
Even the boring calls where you're talking about doing stuff to the closet. That was all of it was recorded, Lauren, not just you screaming and crying. Every text, every call, every voicemail. None of them wanted to talk to you unless it was recorded. I am telling you that for a fact.
That shit is so fucked right up.
That's what's fucked right up is you saying you love
Comeback,
her
bro.
when you don't know why you do.
Yeah. Burn. Fucking freaks.
Focus on the point.
Apparently,
I know,
was in
yes.
love with the image that she gave me.
Right, you just were attracted to a picture of a pretty girl.
And an image of a person that she was portrayed. at
Right.
first.
Just like me,
Yeah.
just like Ramona, just like Winnie. You didn't love any of them, you didn't love me.
All right, so I'm not in love with you,
I know.
but there are things about you that I do love.
Like what?
Okay, like
And you can't name any of them. It astonishes me that he is this old, and like, yes, he's an idiot, but like, he hasn't picked up any of this stuff. He's just oblivious.
like what?
Just
I love your looks. I love your dancing.
it's just
I love
the
your
same
voice.
thing again.
Your
I
voice? I love your voice.
which is funny, really funny considering.
Yeah.
So hold on to that clip until a bit later.
The way that
Yeah,
you're being honest
he-
with me now.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go go.
No, I mean, again, he just goes back to all these superficial things. He can't say, and he's been talking to Casey for a while.
Mm.
He can't name anything like, I really like your sense of humor, or like the funny way that your voice sometimes changes.
Oh,
Or I like how you jokingly call me a parasite. He can't name anything about her personality or things about herself.
No.
It's just I like your looks, I like your voice, I like your dancing.
What more is needed? And I would love it if there's a call where he's played back the bit about and I love your voice, and then Blue Boy's just there like, you still like my voice now, Lorne, without the voice changer.
No.
What about like me as a person? Do you love anything about me as me, or do you just love my physical traits?
Well, Casey, he said your voice, so it's
Yeah, really.
not just physical.
You're being honest
Yeah.
with me now.
Right, but you told me you loved me before I was being honest.
Like how honest you are.
I didn't know you
What do you-
before.
Yeah, and you still told me you loved me. What do you know about me now? You still don't know me.
No, I still don't know you. Not the way I want to.
Yeah, I know. And the more I think about it, with your like incessant getting me to come up there and instantly we're gonna live together, that's insane. Don't you think we should date each other first?
Casey, you were the one that was on that before I was.
What, living together?
Yes.
You did it too.
No, I wasn't.
Nah.
Yes, you were.
No, I weren't. Are you talking about the time I was forced to tell you
Was
things?
you?
Huh?
Were you talking about the time I was forced to tell you certain things?
No, I'm talking about when we started.
Yeah, before the throuple.
When we started, I hate that shit.
Talking about when you called me at first.
When I
This
told you at
first
first
time.
one, I didn't want to
This
date you.
first time after.
We didn't start dating until the throuple started.
Casey, I'm talking about after the throuple.
And like this is what I mean. That every so often things will just hit me. Like, how can Lorne, even as fucked up as he is, how can he sit there and go like, I'm in a throuple with
Yeah.
this
A porn star,
gorgeous
and
porn
an
star
actress.
and an actress, and this is fine. Like, this is definitely happening. Like
This is totally something that happens. A registered sex offender who's 50 is very unattractive, unemployed, lives in a shack, worse than a shack. It's totally normal that he's dating not one, but two beautiful women.
it is.
That's totally normal.
It's just like does he go to his little sex offender meetings and going, oh, who are you dating this week, guys? I'm hooking up with a porn star in Casey Morrow.
Before he got thrown out of the registered sex offender class, they all probably wanted to be in his class. Like, you've got to listen to this dude. He always thinks he's dating these beautiful women. It's great. Listen to the stories he's going to tell. I mean, it's got to be insane. I'd love to be his therapist.
Yeah. Like, imagine like the person that runs the class is like, I keep getting all these applications for these guys to join this class. I don't know what
They want to be in this class.
After you finding all the truth about Will and Wine Lover, after we didn't talk for about a month, and you contacted me.
You were the one talking about living together. That wasn't me.
You started talking about it first, not me.
You did it,
I
Casey.
definitely did not.
You definitely did too.
Well, what did I say? Because I can remember
Did
what you
too.
said. I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember
I remember
exactly
you
what you
said.
said.
Okay, well, I can remember for you because I'm telling the truth and you don't know what you're talking about. You said that we can't talk or you can't move out here until we are together. And you have to have like a home set up with me, and that's the only way probation's gonna let you come out here. That was what
Well,
you said.
I remember all that.
Right.
You had said something else before I said that, because that was the reason that I didn't
Hello.
say that. I don't remember what it was that you said.
Okay. All right, sure.
But he's just spent the last 5 minutes confidently saying
Yeah.
that she said it first. And now
Yeah,
he's
I don't
not
remember
sure.
what you said.
With that.
Oh my god.
Either way, whatever I said before it doesn't matter. What I'm saying now is that the more I think about it, don't you think two people should date each other before living together?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Dear Lord. If she were to go, let's
So
get
why are
married.
you
Okay.
Exactly right.
If she were
pushing living?
right after he said that, you know, I was lying, Lauren. I want to get engaged. I'm flying there tomorrow. Let's get married. He would be like, all right, let's
Yep.
do it.
That's right. Like
Good on you.
he wouldn't even, try to pretend. Like, wouldn't even be like,
Nope.
well, we really should date first, like we just said.
We
But
should get to know each other, you know, especially after the throuple.
but rules are meant to be broken. Get over here, Casey.
Living together so hard.
I'm not pushing living together.
You were.
No, I was not.
Yes, he was. He
Oh,
mentions it
shoot.
in a couple of calls. You know, when we're living together, you're gonna have to, you know, your address is gonna be on the registry, so you're gonna have to buy another house. What's the logic in that?
Like your dummy house, so that people don't know you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're gonna put this house on the registry, but we're gonna live in this house. So we have to buy two houses, take the kitchen out of one house and put it in the other.
Holy shit! I was literally gonna say that exact.
That's our closeness.
That's how
They call that a liar laugh.
Well,
Oh, well, yum.
before I was before.
You want to send
Because I
that
was
to
trying
your
to figure it out.
text messages?
I was trying to figure it out myself.
You want to go
That's
back to the text messages and see how you were talking about buying a house together, and you were talking about having
Yeah, I know
children.
about all that. I
well,
remember all that.
Right, that was you talking. That was you talking.
I know.
But you
I
were
remember all
listening,
that.
Casey.
Have you ever lived with a girlfriend? You have no idea what that
you
would be
couldn't
like.
say no, just like me.
My girl sister, I lived with her for 2 weeks.
Okay, you said 2 weeks. That's not living together.
He's
That was
52
close
years
enough.
old. He's lived with a woman for 2 weeks.
That's an extended holiday. That's all living together.
And I doubt that.
Oh, absolutely, I doubt that. But even in his fantasy, it's still not living together.
I mean, that is so pathetic. And I'm not saying like there's no shame for guys that, you know, if someone's a virgin or they don't want to be in a relationship by their own choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's cool. Lauren is not my choice. Lauren wants to convince everyone he's this ladies' man, and he's lived with someone for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And
2 weeks.
if this even was true, it would just be like some homeless woman that he'd let live with him for a while in the hope that he could bang her. Well, this is better than the street. But then after 2 weeks, she's like, no, it's definitely not better.
She's like, no, the streets are better.
At the time, that was close enough.
Okay, so you've never lived with anyone. You've never had a real relationship. How do you think you would handle living with someone you've never met before? You're 52. You're pretty set in your ways. You want to walk around the house naked. You like to, leave things dirty. My house is spotless, and there's no walking around naked.
I don't like to leave things dirty. If you would know me before, my house used to be spotless.
My
Well,
house
is it
used
now?
to be spotless.
he probably classes
Wasn't he?
that apartment in Nashville as spotless because there was nothing in it.
There was nothing in it.
Spigot fan.
Yeah. Talks about the trailer was spotless, like when they first built it. Like sometimes, Lois, dead is better.
It's like,
Holy shit!
it's like he moves into the trailer like when he gets it, however he gets it, and like it's all in good condition. It's like a snap cut to 5 minutes later, and there's just shit everywhere. Stuff's on fire. Like, what the hell happened, Lord?
The fucking holes in the carpet and shit. All of a sudden, there's just a door on the ceiling.
How did this even happen?
What the fuck? My house used to be spotless.
Oh shit!
What I'm saying.
Gee, spotless.
Now it's me trying to get my house so it's an actual house that's finished.
A $60 million house.
And there are things that I need all the time to do something with. So I leave it right where it is, so that way I don't have to walk out in the shed to get it.
Right, and that's why you leave your refrigerator.
When I drink a glass of milk, I just leave that cup right there. Because who knows if in a couple of days I want my glass of milk.
I might need more milk.
Refrigerator all disgusting, and that's why the floors are all gross and everything's covered in dirt.
Refrigerator's not disgusting.
You showed me a picture. It was disgusting. The toilet's disgusting. When you were pooping in the toilet, the toilet bowl was gross as hell.
He hasn't sent her another picture of him shitting, has he?
No. No. I think Casey's referencing the secret website with all his pictures on it. We all have the password too. We watch the live feed of Lauren.
Just in case you don't have the password, guys, it's printer.
That's not something I even want to talk about.
Okay, well, let's talk about this. Why do you even want to live with me when you do not know me?
And if that one gets found out, we're going to change it to Casey Marie Armstrong.
Lindsay 1970.
I could ask you the same thing because you had said something about living together too.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Your
answer
fault.
it then.
Okay, even when you and quote unquote Jamie.
Can you answer the fucking question? I'll change the subject. Answer the question.
I'm giving you a hint of what my answer is going to be because
I'm
want
giving
a
you a
roundabout
hint.
answer. Give me a straight answer.
You need to try to figure
Stupid.
it out.
I'm giving you a hint of what the answer is going to be while I try to figure it out.
Okay,
I don't want to go around the
straight answer is that I can change the way that I live, no problem.
I'll get some,
I've
get
had
some
to live with
Febreze,
people
baby,
before.
and
Just because I haven't lived with a
Pine-Sol.
girlfriend before. Really.
Okay, Lauren.
With the
I
exception of
don't
2
want
weeks.
someone that's going to give me a go-around answer, okay? I just want an answer. Why do you want to live
I
with
love
me?
the callbacks.
Oh,
I don't want
the
someone
best.
that's going to give me a go-around answer.
Do you care about
Do
me?
you care about me?
Define care.
Because I want you.
I want you.
Why?
And I want to spend my time with you.
Why? Why? Other than my looks and my dancing.
And your voice.
And your vagina.
Because I think we get along very well.
Yeah, I
We
can
get
tell.
along very well.
It sounds like it.
Huh?
Yeah, we clearly get along well.
Oh, we do. Look it up.
I'm gonna go join Ralph and Lori in the future where the stream is back up.
Cool. I think we're back. Are we?
All right.
Are we back?
That's our closeness.
Yes.
We was having so much fun and nobody else could hear it.
Well, we just needed 10 minutes alone, like Ramona and the doctor. No!
If you leave me again, you'll never talk to me again.
He never said
Holy
that.
shit.
Well, of course not. That probably got deleted. Amazing what editing can do.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, well let's say she. All right, well, let's say she did. Let's say she told you that. I heard the call where she said she didn't want to be with you, and you still insisted that you were her boyfriend.
Yeah, well,
Regardless of anything said
Yeah,
before,
well.
she still told you that.
I was a fool.
You're fucking retarded.
Of course not.
Yeah, I was fucking retarded.
You screamed it to her for 3 hours to be your girlfriend.
Okay, what's the point in all this?
The point is, why were you trying so hard to date all these women that either didn't want you, flat out told you they didn't want you, or treated you like shit? What was it about any of them that you loved? Because the point I'm trying to get to is why you love me or why you love anyone when you don't.
I guess I just
If
want
you
to.
said you were in love with Eddie.
I want
Sorry?
to. I want to have that chance to.
Everybody wants to be in love, Lauren.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but what? Do you feel like you're like running out of time?
His brain just died.
no.
Yeah, bah.
Okay. You feel like there's no one around you locally to date?
Oh, there is, but I don't really look.
Okay.
Bapstby just went
So,
into the living room to get some of the chocolates that Cornville brought.
Come back onto the stream laughing.
think I'm like your wife.
Okay, I'm back.
Why is Cornville knocking so loud?
Chance of love.
No. With you, I've thought
Okay.
about you for a long time. And they knew that. That's why they had whoever it was that they had play the role of Casey and make me believe that they were you.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
You act the same way to every woman.
So why did you call me back?
Every
You
woman.
become obsessed with them.
Become obsessed with them.
You wanted to marry all of them.
Is it me obsessed with them or them obsessed with me? Because they're the ones that start the shit.
You
Jesus.
obsessed with
Oh,
them.
Lord.
You started it.
No.
Yeah,
I
You
get
I
act
fooled by
started
them.
it.
What-
I just went along with it.
I get fooled by them.
I get fooled.
Okay.
And that's on you,
I
Lord.
mean, there's multiple times they've tried breaking up with you, and you say, no, we're not broken up. So clearly they were comfortable letting you go.
Yeah, and I should
Demanded all their time.
I should have told them okay. Had I known,
Yeah,
I
but-
would.
And you demanded all of their time every second of the day. You screamed and cried about a doctor touching that Ramona person's knee.
Listen,
Listen.
why are you
That's
rehashing this shit?
Because I'm proving a
Listen.
point. You act the same as you did then as you do now. I'm trying to point out that you think you're in love with every woman you talk to.
You're trying to make me uncomfortable is what you're doing.
Uncomfortable.
Okay, well, I'm trying to make you uncomfortable,
Lauren
and I'm trying to
cannot
point out
handle any kind of truth.
Nah, not at all.
He gets uncomfortable.
that you think you're in love with every woman you talk to. Why can't you absorb any of this?
Why can't I what?
Why can't you absorb?
you couldn't script that. Like,
Why can't you absorb any of this, Lauren?
what kind of
Why
what?
can't I what? Lauren, you're so precious.
Absorb any?
Like, that's the thing. Like, if he wasn't such a disgusting piece of shit, he'd be adorable. Like, he's just such a fucking idiot.
Why can't I what? Lauren, why don't you listen to anything I say? Huh? Look at that face.
It's
Any
amazing.
of the things I am telling you.
I absorb it just fine, Casey.
I just
Okay.
don't retain it.
I just don't retain it, right?
I know what happened back then. I don't need to rehash it. Time and time and time and time again.
Lauren
Well,
can't
you-
understand why anybody wants to rehash the mistakes that he's made in the past, how that might help him
No.
in some way. I mean, to be fair, Casey's telling him truths that he needs to hear
Mm.
in order to stop going down this path. If he were really listening to what Casey was saying, he would hang up the phone and not answer it again.
That
But
is
he's just
exactly
like,
right.
you know, you just want to keep bringing up my past.
Yeah. Like, really, in a not so subtle terms, Casey is basically saying, I'm catfishing you right now. And he's just kind of like,
Yep.
la 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 la. Like, it's just.
Yeah, he's his hands over his ears and going, I'm not listening, la 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 la.
should rehash it so that you can learn from it.
Oh, I've definitely learned from it.
Mm.
Because you haven't learned from any of it yet.
Why? Because I'm still talking to somebody over the phone?
Because you were doing it for like a decade and a half.
So it's my fault that people can't be honest.
So it's your fault for letting the catfish
That's his
continue.
takeaway. That's amazing.
Yeah,
So it's my fault
yeah.
that people can't be honest.
I mean, here's a great example, Lauren.
Say it again, Lauren.
Why do you love me?
Hello.
Can't answer that, Casey. Can't give me an answer to that right now.
I know. I know that you couldn't.
Oh,
You want me to be honest with you?
Lauren, you're so precious.
Can't give you an answer for it right now.
It's your
Come back in
fault
3 years.
that you fall for every time you've been
Yeah.
catfished. It's your fault that you call them back. It's your fault that you give them material to laugh at. And, you know, you can't answer that question right now because you know that you don't love me. I don't think you know what love is,
Really.
really.
Well, I stayed in love with a woman for
Really?
25 years, so I guess I know what love is.
Oh my God.
That can't be his response.
He just completely, it's pointless. Like his brain is like, I don't know, it's just hollow. I think I know what love is. I was in love with a woman for 25 years.
Yeah, like it's I don't know. It's like someone saying to him, "Lorne, you don't know how to avoid, falling for phishing scams that are emailed to you." It's like, I happen to know a thing or two about this. I click on the link here and I give them all my details. Don't tell me I don't know anything about phishing scams.
Yeah, I think I'd know a thing or two about scams because I'm answering one right now.
Now, excuse me, I've just got to get back to the Mayor of Italy. He's
Mayor of Italy took a lot
He
of
stayed in love
time
with
to
a
get
woman.
this through.
And for 25 years.
Yeah,
Who?
Paulo.
Oh my god.
Fuck is Paula?
That is the perfect place
Oh,
to end that
great
call.
way to end it. Paula.
Jesus Christ. That was amazing.
I legit like have a stomach ache from laughing.
Me too.
That's so good.
Ivan,
That was so good.
Yep. Well,
Ah,
thank you, thank you very much for this. This was incredible.
no, honey. Thank you. We'll do the next call. We'll get together and do that soon.
Absolutely.
Oh.
It'll be it'll be good times. And thank you to everyone in the chat. You know, you guys are great as always. Some of the like it was just non-stop laughter between what you were saying and what I was reading in the chat. I'm I'm more out of breath than Lorne after a shake weight video. So, it's very good. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up here? Anything you got coming up next stream and that kind of stuff?
I really want to do. Sorry, I was going to do some more of that Sarah Boone shit,
Yeah,
but
nice.
I think tomorrow I'm going to do just because he's so crazy. I'm gonna do some Daryl Brooks stuff. He's a nut. He's an absolute fucking nut.
Yeah.
So I think good.
No, I was just going to say I haven't actually caught much of that. Like I have the kind of brief understanding of it. So that'll be great if you're going to do some of that, so I can get across it.
Oh yeah, there's hours and hours and hours of nonstop shenanigans with that. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, great. And so I am planning at this stage to stream tomorrow. So maybe a bit of an earlier than usual, but I'll let you all know. And I know I was very neglectful of the chat. I didn't say hello to nearly most of the people there. So apologies for that. I know some people will enjoy that I didn't. So it swings and roundabouts. And yeah, and so. Wes Most is streaming. I think probably started a couple of minutes ago on the Most Worst. So check that out, guys. They're always fantastic as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you once again. We'll do this again soon. This is
Thank you. This
too
was
much fun not to.
fantastic. I really had fun.
And see you guys soon. Don't forget to delete your archives. Bye.